Okay, so we're looking at takedowns from the collar tie. A couple of things that you want to pay attention to. If you haven't done that, we should have some videos online here on the Core JKD channel for that. But the simple ones that we're going to do is like an escape from here. So we want to make sure that this is in play. She's just going to be watching for the microphone, so otherwise her placement is, it would be a little bit more towards center. And the reason we do that is because this curved grab is going to help close off part of the carotid we're working on here, but we're also working to put a really big load on the person. And this makes it less likely for her to be able to pull up and then just slip through. So we want to make sure that that's in there. So when I do something like this, it's very simple. She's going to turn her head out. She has to look that way. We're looking at opening the fingers on the collar tie. So two things are going on at the same time. She's going to turn her head in this direction. She's going to look back at the same time as she's going to have good posture, and then she's going to shoulder shot. So she should be able to do this, and you should be able to do this with your partners. Just like that, yeah. Just like that. And she's looking back, and then snaps it with the, there you go. So even with a good hold, with big guys, it doesn't matter. For those people who are going to sit there and say, well, why don't you try this with a big guy? The structure of what I'm teaching is going to work regardless of the size of the opponent. The only thing that's different is how much work you have to get into, the height of the opponent, things like that. Variables on leverage, all of that comes into play, but the actual technique is solid. So regardless of what's going on, she has to keep a couple of things, or I have to get a couple of things in place. If I try to go like this, I might get lucky and get that off. But what happens is, if you look at my body as I fold forward, I'm already setting up for knees. I'm setting up for a position that I don't want to be in. You have to look at these things as in, where else is this going? What other tools are involved, including single and multiple opponents, that sort of thing. So we always have that eye toward everything's a knife, everything's a headbutt, everything's multiple opponents. You have to start from that process, and that narrows down the actual techniques that you use and how you use them. So when we're working in here and I'm actually doing this, if I start to bend forward, I'm setting myself up for problems. So I want to go here and look this way, because what that does, this process, when I'm in here, and it can be a push off, it can be lots of things that it can help offend to get to this position. If I'm like this, if you look at how my fingers open up, or her fingers open up on this, if they're like this, they tend to hook more because I don't get a clear rotation off that. And then this comes into play. If I'm down here like this, you can flick that, but her fingers are still attached. If I go like this, fingers are not attached anymore. So keep your posture up, rotate on that pivot, on a pillar. This is what you need to look at. So I also have this in play. If I want to, we're working this strike. So let's say I'm just impeding this right away really quick. This is as she gets there. Boom, ties it up. Wham, shoulder, head, posture. Right there, fits it into play. Typically we'll pull in and it's headbutt city, and we're working from that point. The key on this is you go from the collar tie and how you get out of that. So she comes into play right off the bat. It could be an eye jab. Those are longest hand tools coming into play. Helps upset the base on the other opponent. Head has to come up. If you're failing at this, it's not working so properly, because you're going to test this against people who are really hooking you. That's the only way to really do this. You're going to find that if your posture is up, what that does is it automatically starts making this difficult. And then even if I just did no hands, meaning no control here, and just turn and do this, I should be able to pull that off regardless of the opponent. Now I'm not going to turn and give her my back. Take it. I'm going to go like this. It's a simple rotation, and I'm back in, striking, offending, controlling. Got to get that down first. If you don't have the collar tie escape, the rest of this stuff isn't going to work for you. Now we're going to go on to the other technique. So if you don't understand where collar ties come into play, just train with somebody in Muay Thai. Train with somebody who does Greco-Roman wrestling, Shuto, catch as catch can, wrestling. So you're going to discover where that collar tie comes into play a lot. So it's a predecessor to the double tie. So we're looking like that, this, these, rotating. So all of that comes into play. We don't go for any type of a tie up like this. Bad idea to do two at once. It's here. This then goes to the eyes or whatever else we need it to do on the way in, depending on the type of control or life and death situation that we're dealing with. We're going to make this a flow right now. So as this comes up, I've got a couple of things that I'm going to do. I want her close. So pop, looking. I've got a few points of contact here, bicep, chest. This makes it so I can control this a bit. I can go to a Russian arm tie. There's a lot of other things that are involved. If I go like this and I'm just pulling it and it's way out there, there's lots of things she can do. So I want to make sure I minimize her opportunities. That's what Core JKD is about, reducing opportunities of her attacker. So when I'm coming through here and I'm doing this, pump, points of contact, chest, bicep, arm, okay? And all I'm going to do is I'm going to pull back here and just go right back to the tie. She's going to do the same thing. Boom, pulls, gets that into play. So this will be just a nice little flow back and forth so you get this down. There you go. And remember, anytime that it's failing, anytime they get slogging, and it's because you're bending forward or you're trying to do this without a good expression and turning in the proper direction. So that's the flow that you're going to play with. That's one flow. But this is just so it's a warm-up. You get used to this. There's tons of other places this goes, like body slams, cross faces, clotheslines, a whole bit. We're going to go to one that a lot of people probably haven't seen. Pull this out. I'm going to drag it down. You'll find that when you're doing this, if I'm in opposite leads, meaning if I'm going here, I get caught tied up like this and my foot is like this, and I try to do this escape, you'll see how it reduces my range of movement because I have to twist my body somewhere. So you just do a quick turn out, quick shift of the base. I mean, that has to be a natural extension of your training. So this is preferred because I'm working to get to the outside of the body. When I snap this, I pull her down. And again, all of this is headbutt and everything else on the way. I'm going to drop to a knee as I fold this in. I'm going to bind. I have to get this arm in deep enough. I can start it here, but then slide it in toward the elbow as I go. The one thing I don't want to do is just go here. It's not strong enough. You're not going to have as much leverage as you need to. My position here, knee will be down, foot will be down. For those of you who know a little bit about the giant steps, same type of training. So when I get to that point, I got that down. It's almost a giant step. If I wanted to, I could press my giant step into this, close the leg over the other one, trap that, pull her down. So that's something you could do as a cross takedown. So here, boom. I'm going to pull into me, not up. There's a big reason why I do this. The lever system we're looking at is right here. I'm going to take my shoulder, drive it down into where she's got no base, which is here, which is the third point. If you look at where a triangle comes out, that's where I'm going to put her. So we're in here like this. I've got that pulled down. I've got this in here. I start, it's going to be a violent bump on my shoulder.
right down here at the top of the femur, pulling in here, and it's going to drop her down. I guide where this goes. If I let it fling all over the place, I'm going to get caught in the groin. If I have control on this, as it comes through, I pull it here so there's drag along the thigh. Then what I do is my mentality is get this foot back to the butt. So as I'm coming through like this, I'll slightly reinsert so I'm deeper on this. I'll come forward with my hips. My hips will drive forward. I'll come up like this. This is a position that you want. The other one is I get this knee in here. This may not cause the problem enough for her, but we're going to change that. So as I come through, again, the entire time, I'm controlling where this is and pressing my hips forward, driving in. As I fold over, this comes into play to lock. And that's where you will then institute pushing down there. And if I really want to sink it, I drive my hips in so that her foot goes to the butt. Okay, I just drive that in. Okay. Control. Down like that. It happens really well, happens with big guys too. So again, you could just go here, drive up in, just like that if you wanted to. As you can see, she has control on that. So what I tend to do, drop this up, fold over, fit it, seal it, and you're good to go. Again, if I get deeper on this, I'll have a lot more lever and driving force. So this to here, that's always the goal. That's why you trap the hips, so that you create a tightening of that angle. If you've got the timing, the flexibility, and the violence on it, you can go through as you're slamming through here, drop her down, the other leg comes through. So I'm going to be nice about this. I'm going to slip through like this. Fold that. Okay, we'll try that again. So I seal it beforehand. So boom, drop. This one comes up. Again, I'm being nice, and then we triangle it. So you're basically putting the leg over the top and then sealing it. And then you do compression. Always have an idea of getting the foot driving towards the butt. Then you'll create the proper angle for that. Okay? Any questions, put it in the comments. We'll have other things for the members later. Thank you. So right here, it's already pressure. But if I want to put in, if I wanted to, I could drive forward or dive over the top while my hips drive forward. Here, I set this one off to the side, and then I wrap. That's 2 inch.